guest says Paris should be a wake-up call for every American and that we should be ready to challenge things that look out of the ordinary because we cannot wait for the police or the feds. Joining me now, Dr. Sebastian Gorka. He is the chair of military theory at the Marine Corps University, and he also served as a prosecution expert in the Boston bombing trial. He also runs the GorkaBriefing.com. Dr. Gorka, thank you for being here tonight. So your position right now is that Paris is just the beginning and we need to rely on ourselves. What do you mean by that?
Well, if you look at what's happened since the attacks on Friday, Megyn, it is clear that this wasn't just some spontaneous event done by people who had a grudge. This is organized. This is a network. This is international. This woman, if the reports are true, tried to entice the police closer to that house so she could kill them with an explosive device that had been prepared for this eventuality. So the message is very clear, Megyn. The jihad is real, the jihad is global, and they want to bring it to the shores of America. We have an article coming out in tomorrow's New York Post where we give you the stats. We've had 82 ISIS suspects arrested in America in a 20-month period, and of those, a full 30% had no intention of going to Iraq or to Syria to fight. They had decided to kill Americans on U.S. soil. As a result, don't wait for Uncle Sam to protect you. Every American has a duty and a responsibility to be aware of the threat and be prepared to protect themselves.
But what does that mean? I mean, there's no reasoning with these people. On Friday night, as the terror attack was unfolding, and we heard that there were up to 100 hostages taken in that concert hall, one of the first guests we tried to book was a hostage negotiator. And of course, that was ridiculous because there's no negotiating with these people. They just killed them. They killed them all. If they couldn't escape, they were dead. So how are Americans supposed to think about protecting themselves?
Okay, so you're the first point, absolutely right. You don't negotiate with people who want to destroy you. That would be like negotiating with Hitler. No, you have to be tactically aware. If you're in a state, if you're in a municipality that allows you to carry a weapon, you should do so. You should get training. You should carry it. Your members of your family that are prepared to do so, likewise. But on top of that, even more important than that, is you have to have tactical awareness. I grew up in the UK during the deadliest years of the IRA. Everybody was alert all the time. If somebody put a bag down for a moment on a tube train, on the subway, on a bus, within 60 seconds, a school kid, a grandmother would say, "Whose is that bag?" And if nobody replied, that bus would be stopped, it would be evacuated, and the police would be called. Do we have that mentality today in America? I'm not sure.
How determined do you believe they are right now to launch an attack in America? In other words, does it make it more likely since they just had, quote, success in Paris, or is it more likely that they'll lie low for a bit until the heat is less severe?
I think if you read the magazine of ISIS, so ISIS has an English language jihadi magazine called Dabiq, and your watchers can check it out, DABIQ. It's their manual of jihad. It is clear, explicit, every issue. They want to take the war to America. I believe we have sleeper cells here already. Director Comey has said there are upwards of 900 investigations going on in all 50 states. So I would expect them to be encouraged by this event because it was successful. This is the largest targeting of civilians on French soil since the end of World War II. So this will be an encouragement to jihadis in America.
Dr. Gorka, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you, Megyn, for having me.